Atlanta Faze has officially won the first event of the year. Let me know, do you guys count this as an event or not? I don't think it counts as a major. I mean, it is a minor event, it's not a major event, but I still think you have to kind of count it. I mean, it was a tournament at the end of the day. Yes, it was single elimination, but I mean, everyone had a fair chance to winning it and they won it. It was a tournament format, fair credit to them. So I will say, for me, the changing, like the biggest part of the whole weekend was Simps 1 versus 4. I'm not gonna lie, that was insane. And today I just wanted to kind of talk about Faze, my thoughts about them, and what I think it means for the rest of their season. When I look at Faze, they're a type of team that I think when some teams you look at them, you're like, right, like they have a potential that they can reach, and I don't think they're going to go higher than that, right? When I look at Faze, their potential is literally the sky. I think when you look at Faze's best year, it was Cold War, and they all play with confidence, and that was some of the best Call of Duty I think I've ever seen as a team. I do think they can hit that form again. The only thing I would say for Faze is sometimes they're a little bit too inconsistent. Over the last few years, you've seen a lot of inconsistencies with them. Sometimes they do really well, sometimes they struggle in the finals, so they definitely need to find that footing, but I do believe that Simps 1v4 generally might have just saved their season. I know it's a bit of a dramatic statement, but you can see before they looked very lackluster. Even that series against Miami, like they were actually down 1-0. They were kind of like, you know, looking out of it again. People were kind of laughing at them. That 1v4, I actually think they looked at that and started laughing and said, bro, are we seriously losing to these guys? Like, let's turn up a bit. And they just started frying. And I think that 1v4 could have saved their season, and you just saw the momentum pile on. They absolutely fried everyone. They beat Thieves. I think against Carolina, you could just see a clear skill difference. And Carolina have been unbelievable, by the way, but this Faze squad was just frying them. They absolutely fried them. They out-talented them. And for me, the scariest player on this team is Simp. If you get Simp going the way he is, he's just such an impactful player. And then you get some confidence going in the team. You see a BD start to fry. But again, for me, the biggest kind of change here, the person who found the most form, has got to be Selim. I think Selim has had a lot of stick recently, and he had a really poor start to the season. He just hasn't been finding his footing. But this weekend, he played really well. Abizi was man of the MVP. I think that's deserved as well. But Faze, for me, Selim was just really turning up when they needed him the most. As an Optic fan, it's getting a bit scary now as you go towards Major 1. I do think Faze are going to have the most confidence heading into it. Potentially the favourites. I think you have to give it to them winning the first tournament, but I do believe it's anyone's day out of the top 3 teams. We're going to have to see and find out who wins that. Let me know down below, who do you guys think is going to be Major 1 champions? I'm going to give my prediction here. Actually, I'm not going to, because I'm an Optic fan, but I kind of think it's going to be Thieves. Don't hate me. I think it's going to be Thieves. I think just notoriously, like, Scrap has kind of peaked a little bit early. Most of the time he does really good Major 1. Well, peak's the wrong word because he does good throughout the year, but I feel like he's got a good history at Major 1. Last year they won it. They were unbelievable, him and Envoy. So I think they're going to repeat that this year. He's going to start off strong, and then I'm hoping Optic win champs after. But let's get to that in another video. Let me know down below, who do you guys think is going to win Major 1? Will it be Faze, Optic, or will it be Thieves? Let me know down in the comments.